I had to let you guys know about what happened with about this actor. We'll go take you to the story of Richard Roundtree in a minute. I gotta get to let me get off this here. Get off this for a minute. All right. You don't have to put a like on my video. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Just go ahead and change your mind. Change your mind if you want to. Let me go get that thing on, man. You go ahead and do that shit. I don't even care. The share screen is not worth it. I don't want to use the share screen. Uh oh fuck. I didn't mean for that shit to happen. I could just I should just I should just do that nicely. I couldn't even do that then. It's fucking garbagey. Let me move it up. I gotta go let me get off this thing. I had enough goofing around for now. Let me go do this live show based on Richard Roundtree for a minute. Then the next one I'm gonna do a live show based on me reading the you know the New York Times. On the next video I'm gonna read the New York Times live on YouTube. And I'm gonna do the story now because it's more important. Also, you have to learn about and this will make you want to learn about. You go learn about this man. And this man, who was an American actor, noted as being the black action hero for his portrayal of a private detective, John Shaft, in the early 1970s film Shaft, and it is four sequels released between 1972 and 2019. And for his performance in the original film, and who was already nominated for a Golden Globe Award for the New Star of the Year actor in 1972. And this man's name is Richard Arnold Roundtree. This man. This picture was being taken in 1973. Okay, I feel it was after he did the second sequel of the Shaft movie. I feel it was Shaft's big score that he did. But it's just a publicity photo of him from from like over 50 years ago. The movie, I mean, the picture was only in mint condition. So let's get to the early life and education of Richard Arnold Roundtree. Let's go start this over. Let's start this from his early life and the education that he was learning from what he had done in the 60s. And we shall begin. Richard Arnold Roundtree was born in July 9th, 1942. That's right, July 9th, 1942, in New Rochelle, New York, to John Roundtree and Catherine Watkins Roundtree. Attended New Rochelle High School, but graduating in 1961 during high school, the younger Roundtree played for the school's undefeated and nationally ranked football team. Following high school, Roundtree attended Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, Illinois. Roundtree dropped out of college in 1963 to begin his acting career. And we're going to get his acting career ready. Roundtree began his professional career around 1963. This is after he dropped out of college. Roundtree began modeling in the Ebony Fashion Fair. Yeah, Eunice Johnson. Yes, Eunice Johnson had created that event, the annual fashion event. Which that's what Eunice Johnson, who was like a co-founder of the Johnson Publishing Company out of Chicago, Illinois. Uh, she has started the Ebony Fashion Fair, and she had created that annual fashion event. So let me explain it to y'all again. Roundtree began modeling in in the Ebony Fashion Fair after being scouted by Eunice Walker Johnson, who happens to be an American businesswoman. After his modeling success at the with the fashion fair, Roundtree began modeling such as for oh, you talk about Roundtree. Roundtree has began modeling for such products just like as Johnson products, Duke hair grease, yeah, Duke hair grease and and Salem cigarettes. In the late 1960s, Roundtree joined the Negro Ensemble Company, the NEC for short. His first role, while part of the company that was portraying a boxing legend, Jack Johnson, in the company's production of the Great White Hope. The Great White Hope. According to J.E. Franklin, he acted in the off Broadway production. Why does it says off Broadway? Look, off Broadway. That's fine. I'm gonna read it like this then. He acted in the off Broadway. Yes, the off Broadway production of her play Mau Mau Room. Yes, Mau Mau Room by the NEC, the Negro Ensemble Company Workshop Festival at St. Mark's Playhouse. Yes, it's St. Mark's Playhouse. That was in Manhattan, New York, in 1969, directed by a woman by the name of Shonil Perry. That's Shonil Perry. You know what I mean? Roundtree, he was a leading man in the early 1970s black exploitation films. His best known role being Detective John Shaft in the action movie that's based on off of a TV series that was from CBS. Uh, Shaft. It was a movie, Shaft, and its sequels that I love to watch was Shaft's Big Score. I think I kept that DVD. I think I kept it in one of my shoeboxes. And Shaft in Africa. Yes, Shaft in Africa. That was from 1971, 1972, and 1973. This is after he took. That's before he took the. That's around the time when he took that picture. Let me show you this picture. But I digress. Roundtree also appeared opposite Laurence Olivier and Ben Gazzara. That was his name. Ben Gazzara. That's right. This man right here. Ben Gazzara. And Inchon. That's a 1981 uh also 1981 epic war film that was based on the Battle of Incheon. That's considered to be a turning point of the Korean War. I think Terrence Young had directed it. Uh, Sun Myung Moon had financed it. But all the people else on there, including Douglas MacArthur, who was portrayed by Laurence Olivier. Laurence Olivier played the Douglas MacArthur character, so did not know that. On television, he played as a slave named Sam Bennett in the late 1970s television series Roots. That's right, Roots. 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 And Dr. Daniel Rubens. Yeah, Dr. Daniel Rubens on a 1980s soap opera called Generations. Well, it used to be on the air in March 27th, 1989, and and it about to be canceled in January 25th, 1991. This is long months before uh Rodney King got his ass whooped. For Rodney King got his ass whooped in California by four police officers who used to be working for Daryl Gates. Okay? Yes. Yes. Roundtree played as Dr. Rubens on the Generations soap opera from 1989. That's March that was like March the 27th when he appeared on there. And to its last in January let's see, January 25th, 1991. That's yeah. He played the Dr. Daniel Rubens character on Generations. That was from its first in March 27th, 1989, and its last in January 25th, 1991. It used to be on NBC. It was an old soap opera. Well, they're not going to be able to bring that soap opera back because they want to be able to reboot that motherfucker. They won't be able to reboot that bitch. But Roundtree could play all sorts of roles that he wanted ever since he stepped away from the 1970s movies and all that. But he played another private detective in a 1984 movie. It was called City Heat. It was called City Heat. I think he was working with the likes of guys like opposite Clint Eastwood and the late Burt Reynolds. You know what I mean? Out Roundtree, he started working throughout the 1990s. Many of his films were not well received. They're not well received, but he had found success elsewhere in stage plays and you know everything else he would do during that period. However, that he started reemerging on the small screen as a cultural icon on September 19th, 1991. Roundtree appeared in an episode of Beverly Hills 90210, which was an American teen drama television series. You know what I mean? The two people that already created and produced it was Darren Star and the late great Aaron Spelling. And it's with Vivica A. Fox. The episode was Ashes to Ashes. Roundtree playing as Robinson Ash Jr. Roundtree appeared in David Fincher's critically acclaimed 1995 movie, the movie called Seven. he was working with the likes of people like Morgan Freeman. He knew Morgan Freeman. So Gwyneth Paltrow, she was in the movie. John C. McGinley, he was featured in it. This is before Set It Off. This is before he got on the Set It Off movie. That's before Set It Off. So Seven is a movie that uh Roundtree is appearing in. So David Fincher have already done his job. He's an American filmmaker. He critically acclaimed. He did his critically acclaiming. Let me tell you about this man. He been appearing in a critically acclaimed 1995 movie Seven. The 1995 movie Seven is critically acclaimed by a guy named David Fincher. Okay, let me explain this to you. And in the movie, it was an early 2000s movie. I think it was 2000 at the time. And it's the movie Shaft. I think that movie came out in 2000. I did not know that. I thought it came out in 2001, but damn, it came out in 2000. And in the 2000 film, it's a 2000. I'll tell you about this shit. And in the 2000 action crime thriller film that the late great John Singleton have co-written and co-produced, who was like again as John Shaft with the likes of Samuel L. Jackson. See, Samuel, that's what he played as. He played the character. Uh, yeah, that's what happened. He was in another Shaft movie. It was a remake of Shaft in 2000. Again, is John Shaft with Samuel Leroy Jackson. Samuel Leroy Jackson. Well, he was known to be in those movies, by but Jackson playing the character. I'm gonna tell you about Jackson. Jackson was playing the character, the title character, who described as the nephew of the original Shaft's nephew. Roundtree had guest starred in several episodes of the first season of Desperate Housewives. Desperate Housewives. Nobody else even know he was on Desperate Housewives. He was on there. He was on several episodes of it of that TV series, Desperate Housewives. As an immoral private detective, he also appeared in 1997's George of the Jungle and played a high school vice principal. He played a high school vice principal in the 2005 movie. It starts with Brick, Brick, Brick. His voice was so utilized as the title character. Yeah, his voice was so utilized as the title character in the PlayStation game Akuji the Heartless. Akuji the Heartless. It was a video game that came out. Uh, that was out in the late '90s. I did not know of. So it's no video game. That's where Akuji must battle. That's where Akuji must battle his way out of the depths of hell at the bidding of the Baron. In 1997-1998 time period, Roundtree had a leading role as Phil Thomas in the short-lived Fox ensemble drama 413 Hope Street. That's right, 413 Hope Street. He portrayed as Booker T. Washington in the 1999 series TV movie. It was a 1999 movie. It's a made for television movie. It's called Having Our Say. The Delaney sisters. First 100 years. There's no need for a citation. There's no need for a citation. In the beginning of 2005, Roundtree appeared in the television series The Closer as Colonel D.B. Walter. Hold on, man. Let me get this off. Let me get this thing off. I could use the mic more than this motherfucker. Shit. Beginning in 2005, appeared in the television series The Closer as Colonel D.B. Walter, a retired United States Marine Corps uh, soldier. Well, Colonel D.B. Walter was in USMC and he was retiring. So that's what Roundtree portrayed himself as in The Closer. See, The Closer is a TV series. It's American television police procedural. You know what I mean? As why this man comes into a he's appearing to a television series in a TV series that was called The Closer as a retired USMC named Colonel D.B. Walter, the father of a sniper. But let me tell you about this shit. In Heroes, Roundtree played as the father of a sniper. It was a retired USMC named Colonel D.B. Walter. Colonel D.B. Walter. But and he played that character in he was in this thing called Heroes and Simones. Heroes. He was in this TV series like a superhero drama called Heroes. He was in Simones. You know what I mean? It was a fictional. It was goes from that character. I did not know that, but he played. Oh yeah, let me explain this. The father of a sniper, and in this thing, Heroes. He was in Heroes as the character. Oh, Simone's terminally ill father, Charles Devereaux. Not Devereaux. Charles Devereaux. Shit, how did he play those characters? The next Roundtree appeared in as Eddie's father-in-law. He played as the father-in-law of a guy named Eddie who was marrying that guy's daughter in episodes of Lincoln Heights. So Roundtree then had a supporting role in the 2008 it was a movie. It was called Speed Racer. It was a sports action comedy film. It's called Speed Racer. He was in the Speed Racer film as a racer turned commentator who is an icon and hero to Speed. He also appeared in the two-parter in Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Man, they brought that show back until it got taken away. Yes, he also appeared in the two-parter in Knight Rider. as the father of an FBI agent, Kerry Ravai. Kerry Ravai. And he co-starred as the father of the lead character on a TV series called Being Mary Jane, which aired on BET since 2013. That's over 10 years. But in 2019, Roundtree had co-starred in the comedy film What Men Want. I think it was alongside Taraji P Henson. Yeah, Taraji P Henson from Baby Boy, and then Tracy Morgan. I mean, he been guest appearing on Martin as Hustle Man. Like, what's happening, G? Want to get married? Yeah, that's Tracy Morgan. Yeah, the Hustle Man guy. Yeah, and let me explain what Roundtree had done. He just came back and returned to the role of the John Shaft character in in the remake of Shaft, a sequel to uh, a 13-year-old remake of a 13-year-old film that was opposite Samuel Leroy Jackson and Jesse Usher, who portrayed John Shaft II and John Shaft III, respectively. This time, Roundtree's character was so described as Jackson's character. Yes, Jackson's character's father, while acknowledging that Roundtree had pretended to be Jackson's Shaft's uncle in the 2000 movie. Starting in 2019, Roundtree had a recurring role in this movie. Family Reunion. Meg DeLoach had created that TV show. It was released in it was released between July and 2019. It was started from the first until it got canceled. Until it got renewed. Until it got renewed between April and August of 2021, and then October 21, the series was completely canceled. The series was completely canceled. I think. Let me show you. I think this woman's probably in there. I remember her. It's probably the girl. It's like that. It's probably the old girl from Family Matters. Let me see. No, it wasn't. It's just Loretta Devine and Talia Jackson and Tia Mowry, and all those people. Let's go to the personal life. He had a personal life going on, and he had health problems, and then the death kind of took a toll on him. Roundtree was married and divorced twice, two times, and he had five children. His first marriage was to Mary Jane Grant, whom he married on the late 1963. Roundtree and Grant had two children before divorcing in December of 1973. He dated actress and television personality who goes by the name of Kathy Lee Crosby. Kathy Lee Crosby. This white woman, man. She Chanel West Coast kind of. She reminded me of Chanel West Coast, man. From ridiculousness. Look, see how good she looks. See how good Kathy looks. How good she looked while she was on that microphone. She was in that microphone. But Kathy Lee Crosby, which that he had dated, who was an actress and a TV personality, but shortly thereafter, Roundtree had married Karen M. Cernia. Karen Cernia in September of 1980. Together they had 3 children. They had 3 children. Uh, Roundtree and Sienna, yes, Roundtree and Sienna divorced in like 1998. Roundtree was so diagnosed with breast cancer in 1993. Oh God, men don't even get breast cancer, bro. Women do. Women get diagnosed with breast cancer, not the men. They saying that Roundtree was diagnosed with breast cancer. Get out of here. In 1993, okay, that's over 30 years he been diagnosed with it, and then he just underwent a double mastectomy and chemotherapy. And this one here, fuck, fucking hurt. It hurt me, man. It hurt me fucking bad. It hurt me bad, bad. Roundtree died of pancreatic cancer in his Los Angeles home on October 24, 2023. At the age of 81. God, why, why, why did he have to die this way? It's mad. Wait, I almost want to snap and break some shit like Tupac did and gang related, but I can't. It fucking it fucking burned a hole in my heart to hear about this fucking guy diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, mastectomy, and a chemotherapy. He underwent those. Now, yesterday, he's gone. Richard Arnold Roundtree, he's gone. The star of Shaft is gone. He died of pancreatic cancer at his house in Los Angeles, California. That was yesterday. At the age of 81, all condolences is going out to his family. No, especially his children. Especially his children. Let me see. Guess who's been affected by his death? Kathy Lee Crosby. It tore me up, man. It tore me the fuck up. It's bad enough for me to be dealing with this shit every fucking day. It's to keep my mouth all the shit going. It's not have people die anymore. It's fucking burned me up. Let's go to his filmography for a minute. Shaft, he played the John Shaft character. He was on Embassy as Richard Shannon. On Shaft's Big Score, he played that same character. Charlie One Eye, the black man, he played that character. Okay, Roundtree is in movies like Shaft, Embassy, Shaft's Big Score, Charlie One Eye, Shaft in Africa, Firehouse, Earthquake, Man Friday, Diamonds, Escape to Athena, Portrait of the oh, see this here. Portrait of a Hitman, Game for Vultures, Days of the Assassin, Gypsy Angels, Inchon, Eye for an Eye, Q, One Down, Two to Go, Young Warriors, The Big Score, Kill Point, City Heat, Opposing Force, Jocks, Maniac Cop, Party Line, Angel 3, The Final Chapter, Miami Cops, Getting Even, Night Visitors, what's he? Crack House, The Banker, Bad Jim, A Time to Die, Blood Fist 3, Forced to Fight, Body of Influence, Sins of the Night, yes, Sins of the Night, Deadly Rivals, Amityville, New Generation, Mind Twister, Ballistic, Seven, Once Upon a Time, We Were Colored, Theodore Rex, Original Gangsters. He played as Slick. He played as Slick on the original Gangsters movie. That was a 1996 action gangster filmed and set by in urban Gary, Indiana. So it was directed by Larry Cohen before he passed away in 2019. So George of the Jungle, Steel, Steel with Shaquille O'Neal, uh, the remake of Shaft in 2000, Antitrust, Shoot, Hawaiian Gardens, Corky Romano, Capone's Boys, Boat Trip, Men Cry in the Dark, a short fuse, a collection of explosive shorts, Max Havoc, The Curse of the Dragon, Curse of the Dragon, Brick, Wild Seven, All the Days Before Tomorrow, Vegas Vampires, Speed Racer, Set Apart, The Confidant, Veil, Go Beyond the Lens, The Trial of Ben Barry. Yes, The Trial of Ben Barry, This Bitter Earth, Whatever She Wants, Color, Retreat, Duke, What Men Want. Another remake of Shaft, The Haunting of Mary Celeste, and moving on. And they have post production of Thelma, and the post production of Thelma that was about to be announced. But you got all the TV stuff that was there from the '70s to you know to the 2020s. It was in the TV stuff here. Parachute to Paradise. The Hollywood Squares. They had the Hollywood Squares, Firehouse, Shaft, The Comedy Roast, Freedom Is, Roots, The Love Boat, Miss Universe Pageant, Chips, Magnum PI, Masquerade, Just an Overnight Guest, The Baron and the Kid, AD Hollywood Beat, The Fifth Missile, Outlaws, The New Hollywood Squares, ABC After School Specials, Cadets, Murder She Wrote, A Different World. Yes, A Different World. Amen. Beauty and the Beast. Generations. 21 Jump Street. MacGyver. Masquerade. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Yeah, he played as a preacher. You know. The Young Riders. Beverly Hills 90210. Rock. Hearts Are Wild. Christmas in Connecticut. LA Law. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Well, he played as Sergeant / Chester Cooper. Bonanza. Yeah, Bonanza, The Return. Mosca Chica. Yes, Mosca Chica. Black is the Heart. Shadows of Desire. Renegade. It's a TV series, Renegade. It's been around since 1992, I think. Bonanza. Yes, Bonanza Under Attack. The Wayans Brothers. Dream On. Touched by an Angel. Buddies. That's the TV show that Dave Chappelle was starred in. It was on ABC in like 1996, but it came from March, but it got canceled in the end of May of '96. So I don't know why. Any Place But Home. Any Place But Home. Profiler. 413 Hope Street. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Having our say. The Delaney Sisters. First 100 Years. Rescue 77. Links. Soul Food. Resurrection Boulevard. Joy Max. As the World Turns. 1-800 Missing. Ilias. Desperate Housewives. The Closer. Painkiller Jane. Blade the Series. Grey's Anatomy. Close to Home, Heroes, Final Approach, Points of Entry, Lincoln Heights, Ladies of the House, Night Rider, Diary of a Single Mom, Meet the Browns, The Mentalist, Private Practice, Being Mary Jane, Chicago Fire. Yeah, he was on there, as well as Bowden Sr. I don't know why he ain't mentioned that. I don't know why he ain't mentioned this why he ain't mentioned this on Wikipedia. Shit. Okay, we go get started. Chicago Fire, The Player, Star, Lethal Weapon. It was a remake of Lethal Weapon, you know, the movie. So Family Reunion, I touched on that one. It's the last couple of the TV appearances. Family Reunion and Cherish the Day. He appeared on video games. One of them is Akuji the Heartless. He had awards. He had won the he won those awards from the AAFCA, you know, the GGA, the Indies. This we got African American Film Critics Association. He was in it. Golden Globe Awards, Indie Series Awards. He won those. MTV Movie Awards. He won those. NAACP Image Awards. He won those. And Soap Opera Digest Awards. He won those. All that led from all this led from Shaft all the way to Generations. That's all came from out of nowhere. But that's all been mentioned. But yeah, everybody else could have dug that shit. But damn, can you dig it? Or can we dig it? Or we can dig it. Like, see, this is what Tweedle Sam. This a reference says. I'm just talking about Shaft, and we can dig it. That's like a. That's all came from. It came from Sam Tweedle. I do not know who it was. Sam Tweedle. He accessed that uh from over 9 years ago. He had accessed that whole thing. This came from confessions of a pop culture addict. It was an internet thing, internet web. It's from an internet website I did not know of. Yeah. Oh, I know that shit. It sucks, man. I'll go. I'll get to the next video. I'll get to the next video. So don't worry about nothing. I'm gonna get to the next video. I'm gonna get to the next video. You know what I mean? Uh, Another live show is based on me reading the New York Times live on the air. Uh, this live show is dedicated to into the memoriam of Arnold Roundtree. Richard Arnold Roundtree, born July 9th, 1942, and died yesterday. That was October 24th, 2023. Rest in peace to Richard Allen Roundtree. I'm gonna go do another video based on him. It's based on me reading the New York Times. Wait for me again. I'm gonna end this stream, okay? We'll see you on the next video. So it won't be no run of the mill type mistakes. Okay. See you on see you on the next video.